Hey everybody, welcome back to Russian Fishing 4 with Turlly6 Gaming. Hope you're doing well. We're going to be trolling at Kuori Lake today, looking for Sevan trout. So let's get after it. I got a couple 2-hour backup boat tickets. I did put on the X-Blast here on this rod. So that we can try it out. Got a couple of the, I'll just show you the setup here. A lot of people have been catching the larger Sevan trouts on these joined balsas. So these handmade balsa joined ADS003. If you look at the, oh, we got something already. Well, we may be hitting the bank. I'll check it. It may be just hitting bottom. Start off with here. We'll check it. We shall check it. Give me a second. Just to make sure. It's a little confusing sometimes for me. Okay, so just dragging the bottom. That shad's a little deeper runner, I think. It's the X-Shad Blast or whatever. Oh, no. Looks like a fish now. Alright, small char. Launched him into the boat there. I should have turned him into a fish piece, but I released him instead. So we skipped over the Tench, Bear Lake, trying to catch this 4 kg Sevan trout. We've been catching some Sevan trout, but just not big enough. But I had to take a break from the golden Tench attempt there. I was really just struggling to get it. So, starting off with, I'm going to stay up here in this little area, not too far from the, you know, basically this little section right in here. Let's see how it goes. Mid-morning here. It's like we're not quite 11 a.m. in game, so hopefully we can get this knocked out, and then we'll go on and move to the next thing here. Maybe even go back to bear for the, if we can get it early in the video, go back to bear and try to get a golden tench. Come on, man. Let's make some use of that happy hour. Telling the Sevan trout to come in and bite it. Like I said, we have caught a few Sevan trouts on the balsa joined, but just unfortunately I have not got anything 4 kg. I think my biggest so far has been 2.5. I just don't know if we got a fish on that or not. I really can't tell. It's pulling so much. Now, sometimes you get a little perch on there and it's like, just hard to tell. We may want to go ahead and throw on this, the rod I'm holding, we may want to just throw a handmade balsa on there. Just to spice it up. So if we look at the records and ratings, I like to look at the USA because that's the region I'm in. The balsa joined is what I'm using, but someone did catch one on a 75 F6, one of the larger ones. So try to mix it up. We didn't get anything on that first pass, so we got some of the 75 Fs ready to go. Probably need to be a little more over here to the right of the dock. Probably going more for this point. Instead of the dock, I probably need to be over. I'm hitting this shallow section here. Well, got something on this. A little lake trout. We'll turn him into fish pieces here. Still trying to get that bait harvesting skill 100%. Going all around it here. So unfortunately at this moment, no markers yet. Our boat rental's about to expire. We'll have to activate another one here. It's the one I had left over from the last time I was out. Oh. Said I had a little fish, but it didn't last long. It went away there. So we're going to shoot to the other side here. So if I point my rod tip and I hit the map, that should tell us what direction we're heading. So probably a little more left than where I'm at for my current position. We'll probably roll with that right there. See how we do. too close to the island. I don't know. Let's keep rolling with it here. Guys, don't forget to check out the channel. Quite a few Russian Fishing 4 videos on there. I got them in a playlist to make it easier, so you can check them out. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know if there's something you want me to try to catch. Right now I'm kind of working on the 7th anniversary task, but that's just for something new. So again, if there's something you want me to try to catch or you got questions, I'll do what I can to help you out. Oh, we got something on, I think that's, yeah, 3. Okay, not very big. Another Arctic Char non-marker. So far, it's been a non-marker kind of day here. I might need to check the hooks on the okay. Got a little farther this way than I wanted to there. That's okay. Yes, so I need to be so I kind of went on this side of it, but we'll take a look at it here. If you do off the back of the boat, you're going to look at the opposite. So if you look at it, that means if it's like this, we're going to be traveling this way. So that'll hit quite a bit of decent stuff. I don't know if we need to circle this island, you know, just go round and around the island a couple times too. We can also try that. We haven't been doing well the way we're doing it, so maybe around the island a couple times is the right answer here. I'm not sure what the temperature is, if it's warm or not. I don't know what's a good temperature. Oh, we got a fish here. Looks like we might have one on 2 as well. Small lake trout. I don't know. That X-Blast is kind of hard to tell. So let's go over here around the back of the island and okay, now that's a fish. That's not the bottom. Okay. Let's go ahead and stop the boat here. Act like it was trying to fight. And then... Alright. It's big enough, but it's not the right fish. But we'll take it. Let's get this back out there. first one we got in the keep net, so. Oh, my apologies, the second one. No mistaking it was a fish. It acted like it was fighting a little harder than it actually was. But the Chars do put up a pretty good fight for their size. Not sure. Yeah, I want to kind of stay in this deeper spot here, so that's to the second point. Just the tip. That's what she said. I hear you, man. That eagle was pretty loud and obnoxious. All right. Okay. That's probably our smallest setup there. I went ahead and just turned the boat off, just in case we got a little fight here. And it jumped, so that can be a Sevan, because I know they are jumpers. It's always scary. I feel like they're going to get off. The pike will jump too. If I feel like I got a pretty good fight, I like to stop the boat and stand up. If it's something small, just bring it in. This reel has a lot of wear on it already. Or the line, or the reel and the line. I can see the fish down there, I just can't tell what it is. Looks like a lake trout. 6.5, decent size. Not a lot of XP. They're not crazy money either. So just keep your friction brake a little low while you're trolling. I've snapped a rod with the friction brake too high, and then you can adjust it as you start fighting the fish. But you don't want your friction brake too high for the rod out the back there, because if it gets hit, it can't just snap your rod. I've had it happen. So start off with a lower friction brake and then just adjust it up as you're fighting the fish. When you can kind of get a feel for the fight there. Try to follow this pretty closely. Be a little more work, but seems to be paying off so far. compared to what we've been catching. I've already passed it up here. Again, it looks like there is a fish on 2. It's not very big. I keep all the perch because there are cafe orders for non-marker perch. It's one of the few fish that you can get cafe orders on non-markers. Trying to go right up through here. Looks good. Pretty good. I want to turn a little bit now. Trying to stay ahead of it here. Oop. Got something on 2. Lake trout non-marker. Turn him into a fish piece. Let's check which way we're headed here. Already almost out of the zone. Kind of along the edge there, so let's go a little more. Get this rod back out. Grafting. Piece of fish. It's a little tight here. We might need to, it's almost like that extra pole makes it a little bit difficult because you're turning slower, but we'll try to keep an eye on it the best we can. Whoa. See how that hit really hard like that? That's where it can snap your stuff. Oh, looks like a char. Nice. There we go. It's not what we're after, but that's a nice fish. It's rarity, and it's a decent size, 3.1. Gives us some nice XP. Okay. That's on the handmade balsa. Let's take a look at our... yeah, we're getting off course here. But it might be a little more to steer and stay on course, but if it's paying off with fish, it's worth it. We can go a little early here too. There's a couple little channels there. Okay. Got a fish on 2. Roll on 3. Might be a pike. I'm not sure. It's a jumpy jumperton, I'll tell you that. Yep, pike. Lucky didn't. Now I'm not using any steel leaders, so we can definitely get bitten off. It's just kind of the chance I take for the higher bite rate. I'll shoot back across here. Not a huge pike, but they do pay decent silver. Shoot back this way here. Oop. Got something small on here. I was assuming that's not even big enough to turn into a fish piece. I thought that was a perch. So we can go a little to the right here. Again, I'm trying to play the channel here, a little deeper spot here. I'm not worried so much about this area, but if you cut across here, you're kind of getting some of that. So you can cut across a little early. Oop. A little lake trout, but it's a marker. Coming up on evening here, night, evening. Fortunately, the bite rate's probably going to drop off. I was all hoping to get it there during the day. Got something on 2, doesn't look very big. Probably need to do this. Oh, got something on 3 as well. Non-marker, we can turn into a piece of fish. This is another small one. Little tiny eye, not even big enough to turn into fish chunks. I need to go across here. One of the things you can do at night if you want is you can go to that island and try to catch burbs on the bottom. That's a doable thing. We're going to just keep trolling. See if we can maybe get a couple char. And turn on our headlamp. Now you can catch burbs with the lure. One of the things we could do is actually got a fish on this after we stop the engine, which is kind of cool. It's a pike, but we can turn him into bait if I would have hit the right button. Turned him into, again, I'm still trying to get this, so this will automatically pull up the last species that you turned into bait. So you got to be careful because I don't want to cut up this 3 kg char. So always make sure you're paying attention to what you're cutting up there. I thought I already had a happy hour activated. Maybe I just finished the other one. Alright, so what we're going to do here, let's try something. Let's go ahead and take this. Let's go to a jigging rig. Let's do a large one. I don't know if it really matters which kind we use. Let's see if we can catch some burbits or some catfish here. And we can look at what they're catching them on. Kuori Lake. Again, I'm USA region, but you can just hit all regions if you would like. So, looks like they're catching them on live bait, the bigger ones. Looks like they're catching the char on the foam rubber fish. So we can try to catch some char as well. For the foam rubber, let's. We got one here that's almost dead. Let's use it up and see if we can kill it. So I think it's this. Let's stand up here. I think it's this way. It's kind of deep, yeah. For the deeper hole here, so let's let's try it out. See if we can catch anything. Let it get to the bottom there. I've got the retrieval speed on 50. It's going to do short bursts. I'm not getting any notifications right now of touching the bottom or any of that. Now you don't have to eat in this game, but I usually will eat a snack, so just to get that bar up. But again, you do not have to eat. You can save your money. It's a food bar, is a bar they added, so I fill it up. Just me personally. All right, so that I wasn't able to get jigging on that. So let's launch it here. Try to get the jig step. You want to see that little jig step notification at the bottom left is ideal. You'll catch more fish. Doesn't mean that's what you have to have it to catch fish, but you will catch more fish. But I think you can just also set up a slow reel and do that as well if you're having trouble with it. But it's mainly letting it get to the bottom and then just short bursts with the mouse button there. And then letting it settle back down. A heavier jig head, and I find, is easier for jig step. This one's 20-some grams, so it's pretty heavy as far as jigs go. We're in this deeper 15 hole. I think it's easier to do if the water is shallower as well. Oh, we've lost it. And that might be because we're getting closer to the boat here. I might have I got a little bit out of rhythm, so that started the whole downhill process there. So we got it again, but I lost it again. So I'm just going to reel it in here. We didn't hit anything that way. Let's just throw it out here in the middle here for now. There is some other areas up that way. Okay. I like to turn the rod a little bit away from where I'm reeling to for jig step, but it's only so I can see the rod tip. Some people will do it straight on. I don't think there's a wrong way. I think it's whatever way you can get jig step, then do it. Play around with it. Let's see what works best for you. Might be reeling a little too much. That might have been the problem. I don't know. Alright, we're starting to get a little more light back in here, so we'll probably switch back over and start trolling. Pretty unsuccessful. It's unfortunate. I was hoping to get something nice there overnight, but that's okay. I like to try. Let's switch this back over. Lure. Alright, I left the fluorocarbon the same, so I don't have to change that. Now we had the blast on there. The X Blast F908, that's the one. Alright, so set back down. Get the boat back into position here. Get the fourth rod back out. Again, we may have to. Pretty decent there. Got a couple poles out the back, so you're getting a little bit of coverage range-wise. I don't think you have to be perfect, but again, if you've got a target area to, try to hit that target area. Seems like we're definitely needing to go left here, which we are. Did not take long to get out of sync here. It's a little tight coming around this island. fish on 3 there. Just so tight. Let's check where we're at here. All right, we haven't caught any Sevan yet. We did catch a nice char, but let's go back up this side a little farther out again. Oh, got another one on 2 there. Or 3. Alright, at least it's big enough to try to turn into bait. Try to get that skill point, that harvesting, bait harvesting. Oh, failure. Doesn't happen very often. Oh. So chunky little monkey-eyed, chunky monkey. Let's whip it around here. I'm going to hit a little bit more. This time I think we're going to start going a little more to this side, which is fine. We're kind of really not. We're kind of over that flat spot in the middle. That's okay. Again, we haven't caught any yet, so try a couple things new here. Nope. Haven't really caught anything amazing either on this Bossa. So let's switch it up. We'll stick to Bossas, but let's switch colors here. Let's do the larger yellow. Whoa! That didn't take long to get a fish, huh? All right. And it's a marker. Thank you very much. That's all we need. We need that silver. Give us that Sevan, though. That's what we really need. Let's turn back around. Try to stay in the hot target zone here. wrench around and wrench it off. Oh, got a fish on 3. Oh, we got a fish on 2, I think, as well. Oh, well, we had a fish on 2. That fish got away when we made her turn. That was probably the, whenever you lose a fish, you know it's the one you needed. That was probably the 4 kg Sevan trout. Well, it's not a bad thing when you can't even throw out the 3rd rod, but you'd like to get better fish. But it might turn into a cafe order, I guess. Got one on 3 there. This one seems kind of decent. At least should be a marker. Okay. Acted big. It looked like a big chunky monkey eye, didn't it? Wasn't even a trophy. What a loser. Want to act like a big boy? Be a big boy. Don't be a little boy. Got one here on this pole. Little Arctic. All right. Let's stop this. That looks like it's got a decent pull on it there. Let's take a look. Looked like a lake trout there. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. Come up here to the surface, buddy. Alright. Lake trout. Molly. Oh, it's a marker. Barely. This yellow balsa got us a fish immediately, and it hasn't since. Guys, it's been a little bit over an hour. Let's go check, see how we did. I don't think we done very well. Silver-wise, kind of curious about the Char. That might be worth a decent amount of silver. We'll take a look at it. Check the cafe as always. Used a small one. That's 18 silver. Oh, pole. Right in the face. It's always a good time. So we did not have a cafe order for these, which is unfortunate. But 24 for the Char. No Sevans. Appreciate you guys hanging out. As always, don't forget to make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Check out for the next release. And I will see you next time. Until then, you guys have fun gaming. I'm out of here.